Hospitals have a way of holding onto their ghosts, both literal and metaphorical. I used to think it was just a saying that the weight of all the life and death that passed through those walls made you feel haunted. But after that night, I knew better. Some ghosts are real. Room 306 had been sealed off for years. It wasn't just a room, it was a legend among the staff. The story was simple. Years ago, a man had died unexpectedly in that room during a routine procedure. Something had gone wrong, but no one knew exactly what. The patient's family had sued, the hospital paid out, and room 306 had been shut ever since. That is, until a new administrator took over and decided it was time to put the room back into rotation. We all had our suspicions, but no one dared speak up. It was just a room, right? The first night it was reopened, I was on the night shift. I'll never forget it. They'd admitted a young woman, Emma, who was recovering from surgery. She was in good spirits, alert, and ready to be discharged the next morning. I had just checked on her around midnight, making sure she was comfortable before returning to my rounds. At 2 a.m., the first code red went off, a fire alarm specifically tied to room 306. I rushed to the panel to check for a fire, but there was nothing. Just a false alarm, I thought, until I heard the footsteps. The hall was empty, but I could distinctly hear the sound of bare feet slapping against the floor, slow, deliberate. My heart began to race as I followed the sound. It led me straight to room 306. I paused at the door, gathering my courage. Slowly, I opened it and peeked inside. The room was dark, save for the small light above Emma's bed. She was asleep, breathing softly. Everything seemed fine, but then I saw it, a figure standing in the corner of the room, just beyond the reach of the light. My first instinct was to shout, but my voice caught in my throat. I couldn't move. The figure took a step forward, and I could see its face, pale, gaunt, with hollow eyes that seemed to bore into me. It was the man, the one who had died in this room all those years ago. I stumbled back, slamming the door shut, my heart hammering in my chest. I tried to tell myself it was a trick of the light, that I was just tired, but deep down I knew that room wasn't meant to be reopened. The next morning, Emma was gone. The doctor said she'd passed in her sleep. No warning, no explanation. Just gone. Room 306 was sealed again that day, and it hasn't been opened since. But sometimes when I walk past that door, I still hear the sound of footsteps.